All right, that of course a report from Aisha Ismail speaking to that Imam. Well, COVID-19 has already changed our lives, but the virus could also change the course of history. A new forecast suggests President Donald Trump will lose the US election. Of course, there are lots of factors involved, but it seems the pandemic could play a major role. Michael Murelia tracking this one for us. He joins us now in studio. So, Mike, of course, the polls got it wrong in 2016. What's different now?
Yeah, so this is a forecast produced by the famous magazine, The Economist, Shahan. And what it does is it looks at some of the biases, some of the mistakes that were made in terms of those polls in 2016. Also takes into account demographic factors as well as economic indicators. And it's using that to make forecasts about the election in 2020, as we're calling it, the so-called COVID election. So let's focus on the numbers very quickly, Shahan. And the key issue here, America's system, of course, works on electoral college votes. So based on the results that come from the different states, the winner will need 270 electoral college votes to get into the White House. The Economist is predicting that Joe Biden, the Democrat, will get 348, beating Donald Trump quite substantially. It's saying that he'll get just 190 electoral college votes. Of course, that is a big surprise given the way that Trump's approval ratings have been over the last 3 years. But it seems, Shahan, COVID is the X factor in this particular election. Let's focus very quickly on the Economist's forecast, and you'll get the sense, really, that Biden is in the hot seat right now. So this is what they're saying, Shahan. Joe Biden with a 93% chance of winning the election in November, Trump with just 7%. And the key thing here is if you look on the left of that map, Trump was given 54% probability of winning just 4 months ago, with Biden sitting at 45%. And I've highlighted an important date on this graph, Shahan. This was the 24th of April when we saw a spike in Biden's chances. He went all the way up to 79%, Trump dropping to 21%. And what happened on that day? Well, that was the day that Donald Trump suggested that disinfectant could be used to kill the coronavirus in human bodies.
You can't help but laugh at that, man. So you told us the forecast. Tell us how COVID-19 actually fits into this picture.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've taken a look, Shahan, at the USA's COVID curve, if you want to call it that. We'll bring it up in a second. These are the number of daily cases in the United States since the pandemic really began in March, Shahan. So in early March, it started out at about 500, 600 new cases. At the moment, Shahan, it's averaging about 60 to 70,000 new cases on a daily basis. So that's the coronavirus picture at the moment. And our next graphic, as we bring that up, we're going to overlay the Economist's forecast when it comes to the election and the coronavirus cases. And take a look at that, Shahan. As those cases trend up, support for Biden, or the probability of Biden's victory, goes up as well. So the Economist saying, Shahan, that lots of factors are involved, but certainly when you look at the way the coronavirus has grown in America and you look at the chance that Biden is having a victory, it seems that Donald Trump is facing a serious COVID-19 problem. It's not just concern, Shahan, about the sickness that people are having to deal with, also concern about the effect on the economy, the effect of the lockdown. It seems that is influencing the probability of a Donald Trump defeat in November.